Should estate agent staff be paid commission? Today, I'm joined by Phil Jones and Sam Ashdown, who run estate agency masterminds and also estate agents themselves. Thanks for joining me today, guys. Estate agency staff, commissions, should they be paid? Talk to me.
Depends.
It depends. Mostly no.
No.
Yeah, mostly no.
Okay, then. Hold that thought. What about you?
Depends on their role and their personality and
I'll
your
get
company.
off the fence, Phil.
Well, I think that where Sam gets this wrong is that she believes most people aren't motivated by money. I think most people are motivated by money, and the minority prefer experience of work environment. But you're on the other side of the fence.
Okay, then. He's talking a load of shit, isn't he?
Yeah, he is, yeah.
If you look, Phil, at all the science, people are demotivated by a lack of money, but not motivated by more money.
I think that where Phil's got it wrong is incentives work brilliantly if they're short term. They also work as rewards rather than incentives. So a surprise afterwards, not a planned beforehand. There are exceptions to that. So, for example, once a year on somebody's work anniversary, they get £100 from us as a gift to say thank you for staying. And they get an extra £100 every year that they're with us. So Hannah, who's going to be 9 years this year, is going to get £900. Sorry about that, Phil. Just before Christmas as well. Great for her, not great for us. And we also reward our team by taking them on holiday once a year. So they have an all expenses paid holiday. And we also give them a monthly treat. Now, that is all known in advance. So you could argue that they're incentives, but they're not linked to anything. They're not conditional on anything. But we are running a big incentive this year, aren't we? And you've got my backing on this, but it was your idea.
Yeah, so when we were doing the targets for the year, I think the numbers ran out to somewhere around 960,000.
In turnover.
We should turn over. And my obvious step was, well, that's pretty much 1 million. Let's move it to 1 million, which sounds like a huge number for the team, for us to be turnover effectively. And therefore, when we hit it, then we take them to New York for a trip, which they're all really excited about.
Yeah, they are. There's a big banner on the wall, isn't there? And
my challenge with it all, and having pieces of feedback from the team, is that when we come to salary conversations, if we went, right, we're going to take this off you, this off you, this off you, this off you, but we're going to bundle it together and put it into your salary, they would choose the salary option over the...
Yeah. We'd probably spend well over £1,000 a year on each person.
The majority, by the way, because some wouldn't.
Not including the New York trip. So if we said to everybody, you can have an extra £1,000 in your salary, but you won't get the monthly team events, you won't get the breakfast paid for your team meeting, and you won't get they won't get the annual holiday, they would probably choose, and you won't get the anniversary bonus, they would probably choose the money in one go, once a year.
Would they be as motivated, though?
Well, see, I just don't think you'll have the same sense of belonging and team spirit. That's where I think it comes from.
Remember, we talked about commission, not the rewards.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, so that's where I think rewards works over commission. I don't like commission as an idea.
So my challenge to that and the conversation we have is that if we're trying to get ourselves out of the agency, or we are pretty much out of the agency, if let's say the salesperson has had a really busy day, they haven't hit the KPI that week, and therefore we would suggest they go knock on the door. With a financial incentive, I think there's more urgency to go and knock on that door to try and get the commission, as opposed to just picking up the same salary no matter what happens.
I would agree with you there.
I would like to break up the difference between rewards, because I'd certainly hope if they are on commission, £1,000 over a year is not a lot.
No.
I know it is a lot of money, but it's not.
Sure.
It's a lot in one go, though.
True. But I'm talking about paying a neg 24 grand, which is the minimum wage, 24 grand plus 10 commission, or paying someone and the rewards on top.
Yeah.
You always get the rewards whether that's irrelevant.
Yeah.
Or paying a neg 35 grand.
Yeah.
We're probably on the same page at the neg level, where especially our type of clients, I think paying a neg commission would generally speaking,
Disincentivize.
well, no, I was going to say lead to the wrong behaviour.
Yes.
So maybe not acting best for the client or giving.
So in your agency, do you have a decent salary with a little bit of a reward on top?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Okay, but most people watching this are going to be on a low basic and a fat
Well,
fat
we have. I
commission.
know we have worked with agents that have switched it completely straight away. Harry did the same, didn't he? Straight away. So he took all the commission off them, didn't pay them actually that much more, did he? And the argument is that you can usually pay more or justify paying more in commission than you can in salary. So if somebody's got, like you just said, 24 plus 10, that's more likely to be 24 plus 6 when they pay a salary, more like 30k, isn't it? Because the extra 4, I suppose, is if it's a good year or if they perform well or whatever, you can justify the extra. But things like incentivizing and commissioning on something like valuations is really problematic because we are selective, but it's not fair for us to say to Tom, for example, who does our valuations, well, you can, only take on properties if they're unique and beautiful, and then he's got his mortgage due out and he needs to go and get some, instructions.
Do you think paying commission on listings and KPIs such as market share have ruined a estate agency?
I don't think ruined, no, but I just think that they can ruin behaviours.
How common is it to pay on listings? Ooh. Yeah, that would.
I think it is quite common, and I also think
Say in the top 20 estate agents,
Yeah.
the vast majority of them are paying their employed valuers
to list.
Wow.
I've also heard about people being commissioned to get price reductions, which I think is morally wrong.
That's true.
I think that's just, that is really problematic. And actually, and it's not a good feeling, is it, to go in somebody for a price decrease just because you're going to get more salary. And then do you disclose it? Because you should probably disclose it.
There are companies out there that sell, you sell the solicitor and you decide what commission you want.
I'm not going to argue for it because I don't agree with it. However, I do think that the industry sits way too far on the other side of the fence where that's pure business, isn't it? That's a McDonald's. How many people can get through the door? How many burgers can we sell?
It's very transactional, isn't it?
Yeah. And I think a lot of the industry sits on the other side where it concentrates so much on the idea of what experience we can maybe offer. They forget that they're a business and that there's a profit to be made, and I think there is a balance to be had.
But if someone's being paid 30 grand and they're not pulling the weight, you get them out.
Yes, it's a lot easier to get. It's much easier to get a salesperson out for not doing their job right than it is to get a neg out, or we call it a client executive, because if they're doing everything they're supposed to be doing, like photo shoot, styling, client communication, then you can't really say they're not doing their job. Whereas salesperson, it's very black and white. You've got those, instructions and sales, or you haven't.
These are our thoughts. Please put your comments and thoughts in the comments section of the social media and the YouTube video. Thank you for your time today.